Welcome to Photoshop Killer Tips, brought to you by the National Association of Photoshop Professionals. Here's your host, Matt Kliskowski.
One thing I find is that a lot of people don't know about a very cool little trick when you're using the custom shape tools inside of Photoshop, and that is there's a little options pop-up box. So let's go over here, and these are our custom shapes or our shape tools. I'm going to work with the line tool specifically because it's got a cool little option here. Go to the line tool, then up here in the options bar, see that little arrow called Geometry Options? Click on that, and you can see here it has context-sensitive options for your shapes here. So if I had my square shape selected here, I'd get different options. But since I have my line tool, I actually get arrowhead options. So I can put an arrowhead at the start or at the end or both of the line that I'm drawing. So let's go and we'll check off end. And you can adjust your settings here if you want to make the arrowhead look different, but I'm going to leave them as they are. Now, you've got your line weight, so this is how thick do you want your line to be. So I'm going to bump this up pretty high here to 15 pixels. And then the last thing, select the leftmost icon here so we create a shape layer. And now, just click and drag, and look what Photoshop does. See how it creates that line for you, and it puts an arrow right at the end of it here. Now, I had a layer style assigned to this by accident. Just for the heck of it, I'll show you what you want to do. If you ever are drawing lines like this has nothing to do with our tip, you'll probably want to come in here and add a drop shadow on the edge of it, because look what that does. Before, let's look at it again. Before, after. So if you ever are adding those lines or those arrows to your images to help point something out, put that drop shadow on there, because it just kind of helps lift the arrow off and kind of just really helps draw attention more to the area that you're trying to get to. But back to the tip, don't forget, whenever you're using your shape tools, check out this little geometry options check down arrow there. Just go inside there and you can always find some options for the shapes that you're using.